Hey Leo, it's Leona Nicole Black and this is your tarot reading for November. How you doing, loves? You guys are the last of my tarot readings for the month. Woo! I'm glad that I've got them done within the first 2 weeks of the month. That's my aim. The more I practice, the earlier I'll be able to get them out. So thank you so much for your patience, especially to the fire signs. I hope you guys still love me. So let's get into your reading, and before we do, just a few of our normal notices. You can get a personal reading from me at nicoleblack.com/services. There are a number of different ways to work with me. I've also worked really hard to make sure that you can now book the time and the date of your appointment on my website, bang, just like that, and I love that. I've launched some new services this month and I'll do a separate video just outlining them, but I'm doing one-to-one tarot coaching, and I'm also doing couples tarot that I'm really excited about. So loads of new things in store. Also, I'm doing gift cards for the holiday season, so if you would like to buy a gift card and, you know, get a reading for someone else, you can do that too. I happen to think I'm a great reader, particularly one-on-one, so do feel free to give someone the opportunity to gain some healing, some insight, some guidance, and some encouragement and confirmation. Cool. Okay, Leo, so let's get into your intuitive reading. As I always say, it's an overall. It cannot resonate with every single Leo. So what I'm doing here is just tapping into your energy, your archetype, and just seeing where you are in the general current of kind of learning and growth, the cycle that you're in, and picking up high level messages. If you want to get into the detail of exactly what's going on with you, you need a personal reading. Cool. Okay, Leo, I love your reading. It is absolutely beautiful. The spread has got these gorgeous colors in it. A lot of water energy just to begin with, but actually a balance. Water energy in your overall space, but kind of a balance of what comes out in the reading altogether. I just want to say first off the bat, this either applies to your love life, your relationship, or your career and creative space. So you need to listen to the reading and see what resonates for you. But those are the two areas I feel like it's hitting, and I'm going to try and just remind you that it's one of the other, or both, but it could be one or the other. So starting with your overall messages, inner voice, definitely a time for you to connect with your intuition at the moment. There are just some messages that are coming up from your heart, from your inner knowing about where you are, where you want to be, what's next for you, what the mission is. Like, there is just a need, like, not just to connect to your intuition, but to the messages of your heart. This card here, can you see? It's like dolphins. Oh, I love dolphins. And this water space, okay? I'm thinking about dolphins as super communicative social creatures. Think about the water as representing the emotional world. It is time for you to really communicate with yourself internally, because the next card you have is the dream. Leo, it's time for you to manifest these dreams, to bring them into fruition, to really act on them, to let them come up from the heart space into your reality. Now, for some of you, this really is the relationship. It is the dream of, you know, finding that right partner, that soulmate. It is the dream of taking your current connection to the next level, moving in together, engagement, marriage, baby, whatever it is. And for some of you, this dream relates to your career, to your creative space. It's like, where do I see this going? You know, I've been thinking a lot this month about where do I want to take tarot? You know, what does this mean for me? The joy that I get from this, how do I multiply and grow that? How do I give in that space? So some of you are really dreaming up what the ideal scenario and situation is, and absolutely yes, it's the right time to do that. Existence is the name of this card. It is about dreaming these things into existence. It is about looking up into the sky, the stars, the possibility, seeing the vastness of the galaxy, seeing the smallness of yourself in the context of how much is possible in your world, and that you're going to bring into this very physical reality for sure. Cultivating trust in order to let that happen. It's like the pattern of kind of manifestation, right? It is the visualization, do you know what I mean? It's setting the intention and the belief, and then it is the detachment of knowing that those things can come to you, for sure, for sure, for sure. And then you've got this delicious card, one of my favorite cards in this deck as well, the Lovers here. Some of you, again, this is real soulmate, juicy connections of just passion and compassion and compatibility, and just bringing that fullness into your life. And for others, this is about a choice. The Lovers can be about a choice between two parties. And I feel like for some of you, this isn't about a relationship. This is about making a career choice, making a creative choice between two things you love, not even necessarily between a career you hate and a career you really want. It's like two things that actually you kind of feel like I could do either of these two things, and I feel connected to both of them. But it is about saying, okay, in my heart of hearts, what do I think I have to do? Like, what calls to me on a soul level? I know I'm going through something very similar in terms of like my intellectual academic career and my spiritual work. Like, I love both, you know, but feeling what is really calling to me at the moment and making a choice between these two lovers, so to speak. Some of you, it will be maybe a third party situation and making a choice between, you know, two people in your life that you have held really closely. And I think that's why we've got the 2 schizophrenia card here. Some oscillation, some indecision, some kind of thinking back and forth and feeling torn about which one do you pick, which way do you go. But, you know, ultimately still a beautiful reading. So, Leo, what's going on in your heart space looking at these cards? Well, here you are. Wanting to go in pursuit of some things, wanting to conquer, wanting to create, wanting to manifest, you know, like wanting to achieve. That's your energy here. But I feel the energy of secrets in the Page of Swords in reverse. I feel like this card is suggesting, Leo, that you may not be communicating everything that's going on with you right now. You may not be telling someone how you feel about them, whether it's someone you're just talking to or someone you're already in a relationship with. There might just be things in your heart you're not sharing. There may be just business plans and dreams and decisions that you're kind of keeping quiet on the low and trying to make come into fruition. But it also could be things like not asking for a promotion when you know that you want to and you should, you know, just this kind of holding back. But what I see here, and this card came up for Aries, is the 10 of Swords next. For you, I don't feel like it's a defeat. I feel like it's actually a card of completion, as in you've come to a certain cycle of belief or lessons or growth or wherever you've been through, and it's like the death of your old self here. It's like whatever version of yourself created, it's now, we're in Scorpio season, right? Death and rebirth. It is time for this thing to end, to make room for something else to be expressed, to make room for this dream to come into fruition. Because the next card you have is 6 of Swords, moving on in a mental way, moving on from a situation, just going in pursuit of something else that's more suited to you. And the Fool, belief, dreams, goals, hope, trust, all the things that I said, right? Open-heartedness, okay? Beautiful, 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 beautiful energy for you. I'm loving your reading. So what's in your obstacle space? What's bringing a little drama to your life right now? Wow, I missed a card. Okay, well, and then you've got also here the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I think this is you not wanting people to depend on you, or you don't want codependence. You don't want to be overly dependent. You're needing some independence right now, Leo, in order to create things, in order to use your own resources towards the creation of your dreams and your visions. You're not wanting to play the charitable person, ever mentally, emotionally, financially, any of these things. You're not wanting to give, not in a selfish way, but in a sense of, you know that you need your resources right now, you need your freedom. So I see the Knight of Swords here as in your obstacle space. I needed a clarifier. What does this Knight of Swords mean? Who is the Knight of Swords? Okay. Okay, I think that's enough. The message that came up was the Courage card in reverse. I feel like this Knight of Swords is actually you, and as an obstacle, it may be just you not currently having the confidence to fully forge ahead with your plans. You're thinking about what other people are going to think of you, what they're going to say about you, will you be successful or not, you know. This Knight of Swords, sorry, is someone who is reckless a bit in terms of like how they're tactless, not reckless, they're tactless. They don't mince things, they don't mince their words, they don't make them pretty. They just go out, say what they got to do. It's a very fast moving, aggressive energy that's just like, I'm gonna move with it. And I feel like this has come up for you as in your obstacle space, because when you have this dream, whatever it is, heart, career, creativity, love, whatever this dream is for you, you're going to need to go in pursuit of it without thinking and paying too much attention to what others are saying, feeling, and what they want you to really do. The next card that comes up as your obstacle is King of Wands. I think this is your energy again, and I see this is you needing to be the Knight of Wands over the King of Wands. Why? Because the King has responsibilities. See how the Knight is moving and the King's not? The King can't move. The King has to oversee. The King has to report to people, you know, look after legislation. Like, there's a lot of people relying on the King for their well-being. The Knight has the ability to go in pursuit and to explore and to deliver messages and to just, like, you know, get that excitement going. And I'm feeling like your sense of yourself as having people depending on you, your sense of yourself in terms of like the group dynamic, is actually what is hindering you, and you can't do this right now. This can't be your energy. The other one that comes up in reverse is Ace of Cups. I think this relates to the secrets. I feel like this is about your hopes, your dreams, your feelings, your emotions, your ambitions, your pursuits. Like, again, the secrecy. I think it's important to protect your dreams and your visions, but there are important people that you need to communicate these with. You just need to get the ball rolling. A friend of mine sent me a message, you know, just kind of with her intentions of where she wants to be in the career space yesterday. And I was like, yeah, great. We should do this more. Like, it's so important to put that energy out in the world, because it also means when I'm praying, when I'm manifesting, when I'm just setting intentions, like, I can hold her up too. And I can also, like, in just being aware of what she's going, if I see what she wants to do, if I see something that matches that intention or that ambition, I can send that her way. So it's so important. Or just like supporting her in any way, shape or form. So whatever this cup, this emotional cup of pleasure that you really want, that's overflowing right now, tap into it for sure, Leo. Listen to those messages here and share them with the right people. Share them with whoever your twin dolphin is, you know, the person you can really trust. And then we've got this one here, the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is a little doubt around your self-worth, around your abilities. You know, always, you know, not so common for the fire signs, but we all go through phases and experiences like that. So you may be having some doubts. You may be even just doubting the financial aspect of it. Like, do you have enough money to make this kind of move, this kind of decision? To support, you know, the kind of relationship change you want to have, or even to date. It's expensive. Do you have, you know, but also this is about not just money, but it's about self-worth and self-image. So it's suggesting that you might need to nurture your inner Leo, your inner lion. Like, that part of you that feels pride might need some nurturing. You might need to give your own ego some stroking right now. So what is the advice for you? Don't play like this, like you don't know. This is a card of emotional confusion, but it's in reverse. You know, Leo. Don't act like you don't know, and I don't know, and I'm not sure, and I'm picking and I'm choosing. No hesitation. Your heart is really speaking to you. Follow it. And then you've got King of Pentacles. Build, grow, plan, accumulate. You know, this is Taurus energy. Like, stack, you know, stack your money, just stack whatever you've got, get it together. This is a building phase for you, Leo. You are setting up. Definitely needing to walk away from something emotionally. 8 of Cups. Remember, the next card is 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is about pleasure in a very everyday, basic, you know, routine way, like having a lot of pleasure, fulfillment and accomplishment in that space. And that's what you're going in pursuit of with this Knight of Wands card here. So you need to leave something. It does relate to this 2 of Swords, schizophrenia energy, this kind of indecision or trying to choose between two things that I said the Lovers can represent. Time to leave, emotionally leave something behind so that you can create something else, because if you don't, you'll be here trapped, blocked and stuck. Why? Because this is where you're currently at. This is where you're currently at. I'm ready to get up from this position into something entirely new. But if you don't, it will demote you to this. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to look. I don't know what the next move is, because you've missed the kind of opportunity of this moment. So how do you lead the month, Leo? Wheel of Fortune, change, but also blessing and opportunity. Like, it's lit for you right now. There's so much out there for you to just feel glowing, like you're gonna glow up on. Okay, so This is it. Wheel of Fortune. Also, like, I see this as you looking out at your investments. This is like you having put out things, more fire energy. You haven't invested your time, your effort, and your energy up to this point. And it's as though, yes, that's what I'm feeling. The Wheel of Fortune is bringing these things back to you. Leo, you've been working. You have. This isn't new for you. You've been putting the work in. And I see you this month now as it comes out from November into December, checking and watching for those fruits of your labor to come in, and they will. And I feel like whatever you're going in pursuit of, you know, the dreams and this like kind of love situation or career situation, whatever it is that you're like, okay, this is what's next for me and I'm going to give myself over to. I see you with the 9 of Wands in reverse, more fire energy, but this is about you moving away from your wounded energy, moving away from whatever's got you kind of not feeling so confident within yourself, healing up, you know, the spaces in you that just need to be released. But I see you doing that, Leo. I see you moving on to a new season where you can actually let go of some of this cagey, not sure if I'm going to get hurt, having to look over my shoulder energy. Like I said, really beautiful reading. I'm excited for you. And to be honest, I'm really glad that this is the energy I could end the tarot readings for this month on. Leo, if you'd like a personal reading just to look any closer at these messages, then you can get that at NicoleBlack.com/services. I love you and I will see you next month.